What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, and today is May the 7th. It is my birthday. I'm turning 19, and I wanted to make this video uh, as a sort of uh, celebration video for my birthday. And I wanted to do with this video, I wanted to explain to you guys why I do the things I do. Why do I keep doing fitness videos, and why am I so passionate about the whole fitness thing as a whole? Because you don't just start a YouTube channel just because you go to the gym. So I guess I want to start off with I never really was the most fit kid. I was active and I was athletic before, but I don't think I was really that much of a really fit kid. So it all started, I guess, when I was in first year of college, my freshman year. That's when I joined a theater group, and so I got I got a role, I got a part, and we spent around 4 or 5 hours every day just rehearsing, and that was usually on top of my usual work day at school. So I'd usually end up going home at around 10 or 11 at night. Then when shows would come around, it'd be even harder because shows would usually end around midnight or around 1 a.m. and I'd be home at around 1:30 or 1 a.m. and I'd have to get up at 5 in the morning the next day. And so the thing is, I guess back then, once that happened, I didn't really have a whole lot of other things to do. So it was essentially wake up, do my work, survive school, go to rehearsals, and sleep. And I didn't have a lot of time to eat as much as I used to. So I realized I dropped some weight once the whole thing was over. Then people kept telling me, "Oh, you look good. You dropped some weight." And then I committed myself to keeping the weight off. So I had this old set of barbells back at my old house, and I cleaned it off. I gave it a fresh coat of paint, and that was essentially my first actual equipment for my first actual gym. But I didn't have a bench, so I was usually just out there doing what I knew worked, and it was pull-ups, squats, some bicep curls, and I think it was some clean and presses. And I just kept doing that, and I didn't know really what I was doing until I think it was around January of the year after that. I think it was January 2017, yeah. And no, it was January 2016, yeah, 2016. And and we and I sort of started getting more and more serious about this, and started fixing the way I ate, because I used to love going to the fast food joints near my school. I still did by that time, but I started becoming more and more wary of what I ate. So I started drinking less sodas or more sugary juices, and then I started eating salads of all things. um, After that, I just went ahead and dusted off my uncle's old. He has this like home gym he bought when I was a boy, and so I dusted off that old thing, and I used it for the rest. I think for a few months, and then after a while, I started buying protein. uh, I'll never forget, me and my family, me and my parents, we went to two malls over, I think, a week or 2 weeks. And there was this store called Healthy Options. It was selling universal nutrition, the animal protein powder, and their own house brand protein powder. And I was like, can I have this? I was still young. I was what, 16? Yeah, I was or 17 around that time. So what happened was, they said no, not yet, or they wanted me to like do some thorough research. So I did thorough research, and we bought my first tub of protein at another mall, and it was another brand. It was, I think, Mirus whey protein, and that I love drinking the protein. I started to like drinking it, so I drank it all the time, especially when I did shows for my theater group. I would drink it with milk all the time, um, and then I started counting my calories. Funny thing about that, I kind of went overboard counting the calories, because um, a normal guy my age should be eating close to 2,000, 2,500, 2,700 calories per day. When I was counting my calories, I would barely get around 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 calories in me. And it led to, yes, some massive weight loss that at first I was really proud of it, because I was losing a lot of weight, and I thought it would be like the really, really good thing to do, but it didn't. I looked unhealthy, malnourished. Uh, I'll put up a picture here to let you guys see what I looked like. Um, yeah, it it went on until I had this episode where I was about to go out to the gym, and then as soon as I closed the door, I felt lightheaded, and I had to lie down. I had to, uh, because I was dizzy and stuff like that. And I guess that was the point I realized that I needed to start eating like normally. Uh, yeah. So, tip for you guys: don't overestimate your caloric deficits. But then I started gaining more and more weight. The lightest I was around 128 pounds. Uh, so that was the lightest I've ever been. So I started gaining back that weight. And as that happened, I started learning more and more about what to do, how to program my workouts, and how to eat, how to cook better. And then all of a sudden, I started falling more in love with the whole fitness thing. Um, it it was essentially uh, it was essentially me falling in love with how many with going to the gym, lifting the heavy weights, cooking. I didn't and it was, a whole lot of hunger. I was hungry for I was hungry to do it. I wanted to do it, and like I would get so frustrated if I didn't get to the gym or exercise for even one day. And yeah, I guess that's how I got this far, because then I would because then I just kept on going and going and going, and kept on getting stronger and stronger, and losing and trying to gain more muscle and losing more weight, and planning different meals, having different meal preps. And it felt so relaxing to me. It felt like this was my release. This is how I escape uh, from the stress of everyday life, because being a student and doing theater is a stressful thing, and I love doing all of it. But from time to time, you just gotta, find a place to where I can just, be myself and let it all go, and just and that's the gym for me. It might not be for you guys watching, but that's the gym for me, and that's why I love doing what I do. I started to uh, seriously consider doing vlogs and starting my own YouTube channel for this because I was inspired by watching other people's fitness journeys, and I guess this would be a perfect time for me to reference these guys, because they helped me a lot over the past 2 years I've been doing this, and I'm pretty sure they can help you guys. So I will link them in the description box below, and these are the guys who helped me make the most out of my fitness journey. The first fitness channel on YouTube will be the Buff Dudes. I just absolutely love their content. They make great, entertaining videos. I also enjoyed their partnership with the Lean Machines, number 2. Also, both of them are in the description box below. I love their lean versus buff workout. I'll link that video in the description. It was a super fun workout. I also had a lot of training principles adopted from them, especially the Golden 5. Second one would be Jeff Nippard. Yeah, he was relatively new. He is relatively new to my subscriptions list, but I love everything he's put out. It's super informative. Most of the programs that I'm running for myself right now are based off of his Science Applied and his Science Explained videos in a series. So I do suggest you check him out. He's a great content creator. He's a natural bodybuilder, and I follow a lot of principles or a lot of training principles, especially for my programs. And the final one would be Jeff Cavalier over at AthleanX. I absolutely love his content. I think he's one of the best fitness YouTubers out there. He is definitely a great source of knowledge. He puts out these videos explaining how these muscles work with with a marker, and he does a lot of these things that I'm really connect to, and I really am inspired by. So do check him out, because he's producing content very regularly. I think he'll come up with a video every week or something like that. So all those people are in the description box below. So that's it for me, guys. What's up, guys? Before you guys click out on the video, I want to thank y'all for watching, and I'd just like to say that it's been a great year, and for all the people who wished me happy birthday, thank you for your well wishes, thank you for your well regards. It's super fun to do this, and it's super fulfilling to keep doing this, and I don't think I would have done anything different. So I will be producing more content in the future, so please look out for that, and I'll see you guys next time.